If you're so angry and frustrated right now that you feel like taking it out on everyone you love, being passive aggressive and letting it simmer under the surface and poison your life, maybe pause, don't do that, and instead watch this video. Anger can be really powerful and useful if you do something intentional with it. I'm not just going to tell you to sit here and take deep breaths or count to 10, although that kind of stuff is one of the tips. Here are 10 things you can do right now to not let it control you and help you calm down. I promise you will find something useful in this video. Stay until the end because I don't think you've heard number 10 before. By the way, I'm Eleanor. On my channel, I'm going to be talking about how to be more happy and mindful in this up world, how to deal with problems in healthy ways, and how to be more emotionally intelligent and confident. I'm sick right now, so I'm sorry about my voice. Okay, let's get into it. Tip number 1 for managing your anger. Succumb to it without succumbing to it. I know it sounds weird, but sometimes you just have to let it out. The first and easiest thing you can do is to let it happen, but not take it out on anyone in the process. Take it out on objects instead. Take it out on something, not someone. If you have a car, go scream in it, because no one can hear it. Scream in a pillow. Punch your pillows. Smash ice cubes in a sink. Take some paper or a magazine and rip it up piece by piece. Bonus points if you rip up cardboard because that's a lot harder and you'll find a little bit more satisfaction from it probably. Burn something in a fire pit. Write a rage letter and burn it. Like everything you want to say, burn it. Sometimes you just gotta let the anger run its course. But if that doesn't work, here's tip number 2. Move your body. Exercise. I know, people always say this, but exercise literally gives you endorphins. It gives you dopamine. It physically, psychologically, based on our evolution, makes you happy. It's a natural painkiller. It's incredibly good for you. So, move your body. Do push-ups, clean your entire house, go swimming, ride swings, walk your dog, sprint down the road and back, do yard work, physically shake it out, just jump up and down, just flail, because that will get the energy out, and get crazy with it. Go outside and stomp on the ground as hard as you can. Do literally anything that gets your body moving, because a lot of this anger that you have in you is just energy stored up, and you need to let that emotion out somehow. So, honestly, if nothing else from this video, take the exercise tip. It is the best. You'll never feel worse after exercising. Never. Tip number 3. Do something silly, strange, or childlike. Something that you cannot be angry while doing. A few days ago, I was super irrationally angry at someone. So angry that I couldn't speak or function without just being passive aggressive. It was horrible. And I was like, I need to do something right now or I will go insane and yell at everyone. So I went outside and I walked around my neighborhood at 10 o'clock at night with my headphones on. There's a playground in my area, and you know what I realized? You cannot be angry while riding swings. You just can't. This can apply to anything silly or anything childlike. You don't have to go to a playground. You can do some shit like get down on all fours and gallop like a horse. Go skipping. Blow bubbles. Play with a fidget toy, slime, kinetic sand. Say really weird words like scrimblefloof or banana pants with full enthusiasm. It made me smile just now. So try beatboxing or freestyling really badly. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. All of this basically just tricks your brain into not being angry anymore. It might seem dumb, but try it. You'd be surprised. You can pretty easily turn the energy of anger into joy. Number 4 for you, smile. This kind of sounds like the last tip, and it kind of sounds silly and stupid, like it wouldn't work. Of course, you want me to smile? Of course, but just listen. In the last tip, I was listing things that might cause you to unintentionally smile. They make you happy, so you smile. But if you smile on purpose, it does the same thing. It literally forces it. It goes both ways. Try it right now. Force a big smile. Try to hold it even. I bet you don't feel any worse than you did before. And you probably feel quite a bit better. Tip number 5. Listen to music and dance. You don't even have to dance, just listen to music. Because just like you can't be angry while riding swings, you can't be angry while you're listening to your favorite song. Or if you're dancing. Dancing balances you. It lets your energy move freely. It reminds you that you can still feel good and live presently despite whatever problem is making you mad. Even if it's just alone in your bedroom, it can immediately help. I know it does with my bad moods. I think actually combining music and exercise is an incredibly powerful way to regulate your emotions. Whenever I'm angry, I like to clean and blast music in my ears, and I always end up feeling better. Tip number 6. This might sound weird, but shock your nervous system by getting cold. Being cold can distract you and make you forget why you were angry in the first place. Take a cold shower. I know it's unpleasant, but it works. That's why it works. Splash cold water on your face. Squeeze ice cubes in your hands. You can also smash them in the sink, like I said earlier. If it's cold outside, go outside and stay there for as long as you possibly can until you're shivering. I also said in my last video that I kind of do it as like a form of meditation. It really does work. By the end of it, you're going to be focused on getting warm instead of whatever was making you upset. Tip number 7, breathe, notice, meditate, be aware. While it can be very hard to force yourself to calm down just by meditating and paying attention to your breath, it is something that you can try and will absolutely help if you are actually committed to the trying and the possibility of it working. Meditating and mindfulness does not have to be complicated. I have a video right up here explaining just how easy and simple it is and how it's way more powerful than you think it is. Just breathe, notice your body, be mindful of your current environment, and realize that you're fine where you are right now, and there are no immediate reasons to be frustrated. Anger can, of course, arise from immediate danger, yes, but I assume that if you're watching this video, you're not in immediate danger. Find joy in something little, be present in the moment, and it can absolutely help with your anger and frustration. Realize that your problems aren't actually so big. Gosh, the more I'm talking, the more I'm getting congested. I'm so sorry. Okay, tip number 8 for dealing with your anger: journal. I love journaling. As a person who's always anxious or going through some kind of internal battle or negative emotion, it helps so much to just get the thoughts out on paper. When you can see and put into words exactly what is making you frustrated, your problems just lose their power. They seem less scary when they're not mixed with the mess of anxiety and emotion and anger in your head. Whatever your problems or emotions or thoughts are, just write them out. And more importantly, write whatever you want. Don't try to make it super serious or biographical, like, here are all of my issues listed out perfectly and chronologically, unless you want to write that. Write about how things make you feel, not how you think you should write about them. The biggest thing with journaling, in my opinion, that I think holds people back, because it's held me back before, don't put any pressure on yourself, because then it will feel like a chore, when it should feel cathartic, therapeutic. And if you want, you can burn what you wrote afterwards for a little bit of emotional closure. Remember, putting a label on your emotions helps them lose their power, so you have more control. And as a control freak, I really like that. Tip number 9, consume emotionally charged media. Watch a sad or scary movie. Listen to sad or angry music or any kind of music. Read a book you love. Read a new book. These all introduce new emotions, new thoughts that will make you forget why you were angry. Literally any kind of media that will elicit an emotional response from you, because it gives you a new perspective on life. Sometimes when I feel depressed and I never want to leave my bed and the world is against me and it's just a crushing weight, I put on a movie that I've never seen before or an album that I've never heard, and it usually gives me new things to think about, and it sort of feels like there's a weight lifted off of my chest. It makes me feel changed and new. If you're not very sensitive to or appreciative of stories, emotions, or perspectives from other people, perhaps this won't work so well for you, but this habit does tend to work for me. I want to clarify though, this consuming media thing does not mean short form content. Absolutely not. Not Reels or TikToks or YouTube Shorts. that is going to make it a lot worse because it's instant dopamine. You don't have to wait for it at all, and it just pushes down whatever is upsetting you, and that's not what we want to do. If you push it down, it'll show up later and it will plague and poison you, and you'll take it out on people you love, and I don't think you want that. Tip number 10 for handling your anger. This is my favorite, and I don't think you've heard this one before. Channel the energy into achieving your goals or self-improvement. Do you feel spiteful? Because a lot of times my anger is spite. Like, you want to be better than whoever or whatever is making you upset. Do you want to rise above it and be happy and abundant anyway? Success and living your dream life is the best revenge. Knowing that your haters and the people you hate are looking at you and being like,
dang, what did I do?
That's a pretty great feeling. Do something productive that directly contributes to your goals. Whatever it may be, getting your dream body, making money, making art, just do it. Anger is incredibly powerful. It can be used for bad, but it can also be used for good. It is fuel. If you let it simmer under the surface, you will end up unintentionally letting it out in ways that hurt your relationships and life. It's not good to be an angry person, but everyone gets angry. We all just have different ways of dealing with it. Use your spite. Otherwise, it's there for nothing. That's all the 10 tips. Remember to not push down your anger because it doesn't make it go away. You need to work through it and use it and intentionally calm yourself. Comment down below things you like to do to calm yourself whenever you're frustrated. Let's start some conversation. I really hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, it really helps me to show any kind of support. A sub, a like, a comment. I'm trying to post about 3 or 4 videos a month, so stay tuned, and thanks for being here. Bye!